Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome to Metroid Prime. When this game came out, now 21 years ago, this was, by far, the most stunning game I had ever seen in my life. And this is still one of my absolute favorites. Let's get right into it. I'm going to say something right off the bat. I will be scanning most things. I will not be going out of my way to scan everything, because that would actually double the length of this game. And if you don't know what that sentence means, don't worry. Somewhere out there, there's a nerd who desperately needed that information up front to decide whether or not this was the playthrough they were going to be watching. God, I'm excited for this. I am playing the original GameCube version. I do not like the way that Metroid Prime 1 and 2 control in the Trilogy Edition on the Wii. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with it, it's just I have an insane amount of muscle memory for this version. So, that's what I'm gonna play. And there she is. Metroid! Please don't click off. Yes, I know her name is Samus. Alright. Let's practice here. Oh yeah, those are the controls I remember. Okay, mostly remember. Gonna take some time, but... So, Metroid Prime. It is a first-person 3D platformer and shooter. We will be looking through the eyes of our spacefaring bounty hunter, Samus Aran. She has a gun on her right arm. She is not missing the arm, that's just a thing that she wears. Controller's a little stiff. Or rather, I should say it's not loosened up by years of use. So, one of the big things in this game is that you have a scan visor. This lets you scan things in order to interact with the environment and computer interfaces, as well as to pick up information about things. Like, I could scan my ship, which probably should have done a minute ago. Whatever. There'll be more examples. I can also turn into a ball. This is far more useful than you would think. In this universe, shooting doors is how you open them. And this is one of my favorite pieces of polish about this game, is that your actual view of the game gets fogged up or disrupted, it just really puts you into the character. Deck Alpha, emergency evacuation area, current status, environment unstable. Okay, so there's some bad stuff going on this station, and we're here to investigate it and figure out what's going on. But, first things first, we better cycle the airlock. Good old artificial gravity. Yeah, there's little thingies running around the ship. And definitely looks like something bad went down in here. Morphology, space pirate. Death, or status, death caused by a severing of the spinal cord. Probably from this thing. Morphology, unknown. Info, high levels of radiation detected. And here we've got some little buggers. So, you can scan just about everything in this game. Power-ups, creatures, environmental things, geographical things, and it provides you information about them. Morphology, parasite, interstellar vermin, travel in swarms, indigenous to Tallon IV. A single parasite is harmless to larger life forms. However, they tend to travel in large groups, swarming over potential prey. Such swarms can be dangerous. Here is another space pirate. Weak life signs detected. Imprints of large bite marks can be seen on the exoskeleton. However, even with just barely holding on to life, still very hostile. What a jerk. Here is health. Research. Small energy. Replenishes 10 units of energy. This is one of the first games where you could really just spend all your time looking around for lore and just piecing together, what happened. And it's such an addicting thing to do. It really is. So there's a hole in the wall. Luckily, in this universe, all holes in walls and all tubes seem to be, roughly a cubic meter. Map station. Walk into map station holograms to download a map of the area you're in. And we can also pick up some information about what's going on. Tallon IV Ground Zero area secure. Crater radiation readings normal. Frigate exterior hull stable and fully functional. So whatever happened here, it came from the inside. Parasitic infestation has been detected in the ventilation systems of decks Gamma and Beta. 2 parasite queen specimens have become volatile on deck Beta. All security personnel should report to the biotech research area. Well, if those parasites are the problem, that certainly would explain why things went bad on this ship. And here we can see the map. Now, it isn't the most useful thing, but you are able to move around and carefully examine things from different angles, which does help a bit with the navigation, but still, it can take a while to get used to this map and get used to extracting useful information about it. You have to have a pretty good sense of 3D space. scan visor also activates elevators. Luckily, it seems that all technology is modular in the Metroid universe. I love this game. I've been wanting to play this again for a few years. Morphology unknown, low life signs detected. This creature appears to be in a state of stasis hibernation. Say hello to our parasite queens. Oh, there's another pirate. Severe internal damage detected. That being said, though, even with that kind of damage, they'll still try to kill me on sight. I am actively fire missiles with Y. Okay? Hello. Auto defense turret. Use missiles to break outer casing. Sounds simple enough. Missiles home in a little bit, which is nice. New research. Missile ammunition. Good for 5 shots of missiles. So, if you see a red thing to scan, a red one indicates it's actually something that's going to be added to your logbook. Orange ones, usually they're just things that'll read, but not something that's actually a collectible. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 09.992.3. Zebus has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead, either killed by the hunter clad in metal or in the subsequent destruction of the underground facilities. Our research frigates Orpheon, Syriacus, and Volparagom were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have a 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy, but on restricted feeding schedules due to uncertain supply status. We are ready to begin research on the Metroids and other promising life forms. Security status remains at Code Blue. No sign of pursuit from the hunter. Yeah, if you want to know why space pirates shoot me on sight, it's because they're scared to death of me. And because I have killed a lot of them. This is actually, what is this chronologically? So, chronologically, the Metroid Prime games take place after the first Metroid, but before Metroid 2. So, this is after Samus's first adventure to Zebus, where she did a number on the space pirates. Brain hemorrhage detected. Creature's aim will be hindered. Well, whoop. Ah, dang it. Minimal injuries assessed. Maximum firepower recommended. Ah, you little... Okay, could you stop that, please? Please stop shooting me. I really am just trying to rebuild my muscle memory here. This game just drips with flavor in every area. Like, just right here, randomly on the walls. Ventilation covers may become superheated if airflow is restricted. Obstructed detected. You could easily spend over an hour just in this tutorial section of the game, doing nothing but reading all the information. But essentially, what happened is that this ship was carrying some space pirate queens and their offspring, just for some little basic, low intensity biological experiments. Nothing that should have been too crazy. But they started injecting these queens with some kind of strange radiation called phazon, which caused significant mutation, and which apparently killed most of the specimens, but caused the ones that it didn't kill to be, well, a little bit more ornery than they were prepared to deal with. Hey, stop it! Don't close that. So, important thing Samus can do is a bomb. Samus can drop bombs. Important thing about bombs, they lift you. So, if you get your timing down really well, you can reach some hard-to-reach places, or reach some places earlier than you're usually supposed to, by using, morph ball bombs. And we're just gonna scan a the save station here. And then, nope, don't need the space pirate, I need this. Door lock enabled, please insert metallic sphere to open door. Luckily, this works on a, metallic sphere basis. I'm just now realizing I didn't write down the start time for my recording. I specifically meant to. I was telling myself, make sure you do that. And then I didn't. Whatever. I'll figure it out. It's time for the first boss. Creatures! Parasite Queen. Parasite female, genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected in this creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. So, this is one of the things about scanning, is that sometimes it actually reveals better locations for your auto-targeting. So, I want to specifically address the music in this game. It has one of the strangest soundtracks I have ever heard in my life. And I absolutely love it. Come on, Queenie. Whoa. We got her. Though, unfortunately, we took out the main reactor along with her. That's probably going to have consequences.
Evacuate immediately.
Yep.
Evacuate immediately.
I hope you like loud beeping, because you're going to be feeling it for a while. Hearing it. I'm distracted, okay? What do we got? Deck beta. And perimeter defense turret disabled. Oh, another parasite got loose. Ah, but it appears to have been destroyed. Containment seal breached. Larva vital signs critical. Secure area and terminate specimen. Whoa, okay, who's shooting at me? You are. There we go. Nope. Nope, not gonna let you get me. Oh, there's another one. And these are the very, very weakest of the space pirates that we will be encountering throughout the game. Mostly because they are all, every single one of them, already injured or exhausted. Here's a swarm of parasites. They get on you and they explode. It's rather harmless, but I love the visual effect of it. I love that things can actually interfere with your vision. It really just puts you into the... This game is so immersive. It just makes you feel like you really are Samus looking through her eyes. And before this game, I had never played any game that made you feel that immersed in the character. Not even other first-person shooters. Thank you. Don't you love it when doors just explode in your face? I would be taking more time to explain my individual powers and, you know, what they can all do and all the little tips and tricks with them. But there legitimately is no point in doing that, as you will see very shortly. Just a little bit further. Well, that's a giant piston. Don't mind me. Luckily, that thing cannot actually kill you. It just pushes you to the end of the hall. And yet, it's still honestly disconcerting. There is our buddy. One of the main antagonists of the Metroid series, Ridley. This was the first time we had ever seen him in this metallic form. Just body seemingly covered in armor, or perhaps an entirely metallic or robotic body. Yeah, Samus also has a grappling beam. Again, really no point in explaining it at this point. Another turret turned off. And one more elevator. Unfortunately, even the great bounty hunter Samus Aran is susceptible to explosions. And I have just lost the majority of the abilities that I started this game with. This is a recurring theme in the Metroid series. Sometimes they try to have a narrative justification for it. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just assume that you started your mission severely underpowered. You know, I severely doubt how well this room could depressurize, given the level of damage that this ship has already sustained. God, the music in this game is good. Tracking on enemy target has been lost. Ground-based recon required. Begin landing sequence. I am still 100% of the opinion that even after 20 years, this game holds up. Yep, let's save. Please tell me my emulated memory card systems are working. I actually... Well, I guess technically I am emulating this, but I am actually playing this on original Wii hardware. It is a cracked Wii, so it is playing this off of a USB stick that's plugged into the Wii. It takes a significant amount of work to crack a Wii to do this, but in this case, it's really just, you know, a money and storage saving expense. It's a lot easier to keep track of a full game collection if you can do it digitally. Hunter-class gunship, registered to Samus Aran. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress. Let's scan a door. Why won't you let me scan the door? Alright, first enemy. This is a beetle. Burrowing insect with an extremely resilient carapace. Extremely aggressive. Insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distances rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. Got him! Let's see, in here. New creatures, Sapsack. Chemical reactions within sac produce violent explosion when agitated. Because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar, the Sapsack was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of an explosive chemical sac saved it. Now only brave or ingenious creatures dare to devour it. That's a heck of a violent explosion. Here's another new one. Another classic Metroid enemy. Zoomer anchors itself to walls and other surfaces, avoid contact with spikes. A basic nerve center located directly above Zoomer's mandibles detects nutrients. Sharp spines protect it from casual predators, but the lack of a reinforced carapace makes Zoomer vulnerable to any indirect attacks. Yep, that's pretty vulnerable. Water in the visor! Alright, here's a different type. The Gamer. wall-crawling mollusks covered with retractable spikes. The Gamer is an evolutionary offshoot of the Zoomer family. When threatened, it extends lethal spikes and retracts its head deep into its armored carapace. Okay, can you please get up there so I have a cleared landing? Oh, you little jerk. So, the Metroid game, I found. So, the way that Metroid games basically work is that you explore an environment and you are steadily gathering more and more power-ups, improving both your offensive abilities as well as your movement abilities. And the combination of these things allows you to explore further and further, while also allowing new options in areas that you had already previously explored. Blood Flower, able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the blood flower itself. 3 mouth nodules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary brain cluster and the ability to spew toxic fumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. The spores ejected from the stigma at the center of the flower are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode in its vicinity. And Tangleweed. Plant life with basic sentience. Retracts into the ground if threatened. Ow! Really? So that's what it meant by if I shoot the spore, it'll kill it too. By default, Samus does not move well in water. Her jumping and her speed are significantly more restricted. Unfortunately, there's a blast shield on the door blocking access. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to beam weapons. Explosive weapons may damage it. So I cannot go that way. But now I know that once I have something that can open doors like that, I can always come back here and get through it then. And that is really the heart of what Metroid games are all about. And depending on how creatively things are designed, even very innocuous environmental features can be keys to future progress. Like, the first time you're playing this game, it'll probably completely escape your notice that this is in fact a half-pipe. And yet, the fact it's a half-pipe is going to allow for special options of travel later in the game. And just all the environments are filled with little details like that. Little ways of optimizing your movement later in the game. And that just lets them fill every map up with secrets. There's just hidden power-ups everywhere. Welcome to the Chozo Ruins. We're going to be here for a bit. This is the next major area in the game. Abnormal seismic activity detected. Seismic disturbance at ruined site. These are little hints that essentially point you toward the next major power-up that you want to be working towards. So, slightly useful, you know, I have a general idea of a direction where to go. You can turn off those little hints. I'm not going to, and I would highly recommend that anyone playing this game for the first time leave them on. Welcome to the Chozo Ruins. The Chozo are a race of advanced, somewhat bird-like aliens in the Metroid universe. Generally non-aggressive, relatively pacifistic, although they certainly do have their warrior castes as well. Samus was actually raised by Chozo after being orphaned by a space pirate attack when she was a young child. Due to the harsh conditions of the planet that they lived on, which was Zebes, the Chozo began giving Samus genetic treatments using elements of their own genetics. And that marked the beginning of the augmentations that eventually led Samus to being one of the more powerful beings within this universe. Scarab, exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of their swarm when a hostile life form is sighted. They block its progress by embedding themselves in floors and walls. Embedded scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened. Yeah, they're not joking about that. See? Luckily, it's not too hard to get rid of most of them. Another enemy. The Ion, immobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue. Capable of launching sustained energy beams when active, the Ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright flash ignites nearby. In other words, if I shoot it. Yep, we have detected a save station. And if you ever see one of these are important lore. Chozo lore entry. Chozo script translated. We Chozo are departing now. After so many years in peaceful seclusion here on Tallon IV, when we came, this place was a refuge for our spirits, a civilization built from native materials, bereft of the trappings of our technology. We were linked to the land here, kindred to the plants and animals, far away from the machines we'd become so dependent on. And so we leave it now, pristine, a testament to the mortal forms we no longer need. We have drawn the veils of time and space aside, and are withdrawing beyond the illusion. We will never forget this, the most sacred of our homes, and we will remain ever watchful. So, yeah, Tallon was a Chozo colony. It's not their homeworld, and it seems to have been a colony that was founded specifically by a more primitivistic sect. War Wasp, airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. Why would you evolve that? The War Wasp rarely strays far from its hive unless it is pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival, dive-bombing its enemy with stinger extended. Fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate most small organisms. Alright, where's the hive? There we go. War Wasp Hive. That's where they live. Beam weapons do not work on it. So, a primitivistic Chozo sect founded a colony on Tallon IV with the intention of, just being more basic. Obviously, they were not devoid of technology, but the technology that they did use was that which they were able to build here using native materials and methods. So, still very advanced, but specifically with the intention of it being a, more natural existence. Nope. Screw you, screw you. I still hear you. Yep, screw you too. We got a blast cap. Little mushroom might explode. Stress points present in brimstone wall. Concussive blast may shatter it. I wish I could remember the location of every single Chozo lore. I would not mind collecting every piece of Chozo lore in the game. And I may go out of my way in order to make sure... Ow! 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 In order to make sure that I do that. Oh, it's just a light. The 3D platforming in this game can be a little bit wonky. And that's mostly just because the field of vision can make it hard to notice certain things, like how there was a drop here. But as you get used to it, the movement actually feels very natural and intuitive. Plasmite. Small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. In other words, it explodes. Because apparently half the life forms in the Metroid universe evolved to explode. Doesn't seem like the most useful of evolutionary traits, but, I mean, who am I to judge? You know, maybe there's just a lot of reasons in this universe for things to explode. You can see by the map we're about to enter where the tip was taking us. This is the site of the unusual seismic activity. No! They be stealing my power-up! Okay. Need to scan ya. Ow! Don't mind me, I'm just trying to scan ya. Okay. So this is a different type of wasp. A ram war wasp. Circles its prey and then strikes. Only species on Tallon IV to evolve a true hive mind. Nesting in damp, dark places, ram war wasps emerge in small groups when threatened. Yeah. Nope. Come on, you little bastards. Ah! Lock on, thank you. Gotcha. And this device is emitting a high-frequency signal. This may be the cause of the war wasp swarms. I mean, I'd kind of already guessed. Okay, where are you at? Gotcha. Alright. Gotcha. Sometimes if you're firing blind, you're still lucky to hit one. Where you at? Where you at? I think I heard two there. Gotcha. Where you at? Okay, next phase. Which is really just the same phase. Nope. Come on, you little jerks. Stop circling. Ah, damn it. Come on. Where you at? Damn you. That's two. I heard another. That's two more down. Dang it. Where are you at? Alright, one down. Well, one to go. Yeah. Missed it. Gotcha. And that was the second boss fight in the game. Which means that once again, I get back my missiles. Press Y to fire, press A to switch back to beams. Missiles can destroy some blast shields on doors. Hello, blast shield. These are going to be one of the most important things in the game. Energy tanks. So, by now you have probably noticed where my health is, up at the top of the screen here, which has a maximum of 99. This gives me an extra 100 units of energy. This is represented by the little blue square. That essentially means that now I have 99 units of energy, and when I lose all those 99, then the little blue thingy whatever. It'll always count a number between 0 and 99. And then however many little blue squares are lit up indicate how many of my energy tanks have been depleted. Are you going to drop a red one again? You did. Okay. There we go. A red energy. I think that's worth 20 units of energy. There was... Nope. Nope. Good news! Now I can destroy those hives. We did see a blast shield over here, which leads to a map. Excellent! Luckily, on top of everything in this universe being 1 meter, metallic ball compatible, everything is also arm cannon compatible. Or rather, in-universe, it's just that Samus's suit, which is also a piece of Chozo technology, is so modular that it can essentially adapt itself to nearly any technology that it encounters. Alright! I think that's a good first episode. I've been waiting to do this for a very, very long time. And I hope that you will enjoy this journey as much as I do. And I will see you all on the next one.